A Twist in Time, Chapter 32, The Fire Ruby. With the element of fire's runestone offline, its sister runestone, the Lion's Eye, was not working as it should. Chaos reigns throughout Etheria's inner core. Complete disaster is imminent, as Prime's control over not only the fire elemental grows, but his complete control over the planet would soon yield the crumbling rebellion. Prime looks at the Half-Moonian princess, the same dark smile he had when the two had met days prior. What Prime did not know about this mysterious princess is that, like a phoenix, every next generation, or the generation after that, the fire elemental would be reborn in a new form, Yaryakna being no exception. Like Sheriff, the fire element would choose a new feline that would wield its magic, which of course was a great responsibility for the new elemental to uphold. There had been many fire wielders over several thousand years, as the runestone being one of the oldest on the planet. While the fire represented the rebirth of life, it also had a dark side. Prime had known this for days now. Child, do you wish to be free of your pain? It will be as if it never happened at all. Just say the word, and I can make you anew. The tall, multi-green-eyed alien places his hand on Miara's shoulder. She had been crying nonstop for several days now, as the blackened part of her face had grown much worse, taking the yellow out of both of her eyes. The dark matter flame had taken over much of Miara's face. The girl had refused several times for his help, only wanting to wither away at that specific moment in time.
Haven't you done enough? Look at me, I am a monster. My golden wings, they are like the galaxy now. My fire is ugly and dark.
Miara's eyes fill with tears as she sobs. I only brought out your true destiny. You are more than you know. I've seen what you will do in the future. Prime grips on the kitten's shoulder a little too hard, making the child wince.
Just make the pain go away, please.
Miara's eyes look at the master of the Horde pleadingly. Horde Prime does as he is asked, and takes the princess to the green liquid chamber, where hidden amongst the green ooze was several trip-like parasites lurking in its depths. Miara's eyes widen as she looks at the several hundred clones surrounding her in the massive room. Prime ushers the girl forward as the clones begin to chant. Dearest brothers, today we have a little sister who wishes to rid of our pain. Let us rejoice. Soon she will be as pure as a newborn baby. Prime places his hand on her shoulder as the girl looks at him, then back at the pool of green liquid. Hooray! The clones chant, falling to the ground bowing.
Let's just get this over with.
Miara mutters under her breath as she enters the pool. A sharp pain enters her tiny body. Like bolts of lightning, she screams out as the clones continue to chant. The chip lodges itself into the girl's nervous system as Miara's eyes change from black to green, with no visible pupils. Inside her mind, the trapped princess screams for her mother's rescue. On the outside, however, the face of Miarakna Meow Meow looked calm, almost zombified, as the chip takes a hold of its host. Princess Miaraya was now under the full control of the very evil she had been fighting, the Horde. How do you feel, little sister? Any discomfort? Prime smiles as he takes the teen's hand, helping her out of the pool after she emerges from the green ooze. I am at peace, dear Prime. You have freed me from all those years of guilt I carried, and for that I thank you. Mirai smiles for the first time since this unfortunate situation had taken place. Prime was not aware of this, however. Mariakna's mother had been watching from the shadows, as she had been given free roam of the ship to do as she pleased. Ketra's eyes began to fill with tears as she saw her sweet daughter turn to the side that had hurt her the most, the side of darkness. The queen runs to find Glimmer, as she has to warn her about the chips and Prime's plans for the Etherians. Glimmer, are you in there? Ketra shouts, looking for the other queen. Yeah, what's going on? Glimmer yawns on the other side of the door. It's awful. Mariakna, she's been chipped. Ketra bangs against the force field door as she sobs. Calm down. Tell me everything that happened. What did you see, Ketra? Glimmer sits opposite of Ketra, who has turned away from the door. My daughter was talking to that Prime guy. He mentioned something about taking away her pain. He took her to a room, took her crown, and changed her clothes to something like his, with a black insignia of the Horde on it. Made her go into that green ooze pool, and something jumped on her neck. I think he plans to do the same to all Etherians. Glimmer, we have to warn Adora. Ketra digs her claws so hard into her palms, balling her hands into fists that they bleed. How can we do that? Glimmer asks from the other side of the door. I have a plan, but you gotta trust me, alright, Sparkles? Ketra whispers, but slinks away when she sees two clones coming for the other queen. Glimmer nods as she sees Ketra hiding in the shadows. Meet me in the communications room. Ketra bumps right into two of the clones, one of them being Hordak. Oh crap, I need to meet up with Glimmer without these clone creeps following me. Sister, why do you bother the other queen while she is at rest? Why are you not in your quarters? It's late. One of the clones asks, placing his hand on the Half-Moonian Queen's shoulder. Hordak's eyes roll back as white peoples come into view. Ah, little sister, I require your company. I wish to speak with you alone, your majesty. Prime speaks through Lord Hordak's body, as he had jumped from his own, and had this ability to possess anyone he wished. Ketra's plan would have to wait, as she is taken straight to Prime. She struggles in the grip of the clones, trying to break free of their grasps. The Queen of Half Moon wasn't about to become another of Prime's examples. Her daughter Mariakna's cries for help go unheard.